Hello. I wanted to show you my house. What do you think? It's my living room with my art everywhere. Because I'm always working on my art. And it's all over my house. But the only art that I really hang up in my house is usually artwork of people that have passed away. Because I like to invite their spirit in and have their spirit close to me in my house. Like, here's Michael Jackson. Here's Tupac, my favorite rapper. Marilyn Monroe. And this Marilyn Monroe portrait is really special to me because she's a really nice and sweet spirit. And I communicated with her when I made this portrait, and she was really inviting and really sweet, but she had a really sad story, and she told me that she was living at the Hotel Roosevelt, and she had to go to a party every single night that she didn't want to go to that was thrown by Howard Hughes, and she would see the same people every night, and she was actually crying about it when she told me the story. So yeah, I did that portrait for maybe a couple years ago. And then this is Prince. I did this right when he passed, and I love Prince, and his spirit was really distressed when I did this portrait because it was really shortly after he passed. And this is, I should turn the light on. This is my friend Tammy Faye. Tammy is the first person that I ever gave a portrait to, the first celebrity, I should say, that I ever gave a portrait to, and she was amazingly sweet about it, really nice about it. And now that she's passed, I feel her presence in my home always, so I hang up her portrait. And look at this crazy room. Look how crazy I am. This is my room where I just have all my posters and all kinds of stuff. I get very creative in this room, as you can see. And here's a portrait someone did of me, because somebody did a self-portrait or whatever portrait of me. But yeah. Also, this is a portrait of Woodlawn, and this is a portrait. Woodlawn was the first Andy Warhol superstar. I don't know if I should say the first, but she was an Andy Warhol superstar in movies, and a transgender person from the 60s. And I knew her while she was alive, and she passed away just this last year. And she was an amazing person to know. And I don't feel her spirit. It's really weird. Sometimes when I've known people in life, and after they pass, I don't always feel them or communicate with them. It's usually with people that I don't know or that I've never met. And this is Kurt Cobain. I put Kurt on the bottom because Kurt is very shy. His spirit is very shy. And when I did his portrait, I cried and cried and cried because I felt his pain, and I felt that he was in so much anguish, and I felt this uneasiness in him that I've never felt in any spirit before. And I was kind of scared, to be honest with you. I didn't really want Kurt hanging out in my house because it was just negative. But I retraced his suicide note because I thought it was really poignant and significant. Just I don't know, certain phrases in it really stood out to me. So I retraced his handwriting. See, that's Kurt Cobain's handwriting, but I retraced it. This portrait took me maybe, I don't know, this portrait probably took me hours and hours and hours and hours. I can't even say it, probably months it took me. But and then all over my house I have Michael Jackson because I love Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson is he's see, they're everywhere. Michael's everywhere. Michael's everywhere. I put him across, there's a Michael here, and then a Michael here, so he can, look at himself. You know what I mean? And then this is my friend Alexis, one of my really dear friends who passed away in September. And also, I haven't really had solid communication with Alexis, and we were very close in life. So it's weird to me that I haven't, but I'm somehow able, like I said, to communicate better with people that I've never met. I don't know why. And here's Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston. I gave this portrait of Whitney, like a print of it I gave to Bobby Brown, her ex-husband. He was at Fashion Week, and I gave him a portrait, and he was really touched by it. And this particular portrait I did shortly after she passed, and her spirit was so strong with me. And I didn't know, like, what to draw of her, because I was like, she's such, you know, a bigger than life person. Like, I didn't know how to represent her. And she sent me a message. She said, keep it simple, like very simple, and just make it me. And I watched an interview with her on Oprah, and she was talking about God, and I just like paused when she was talking about God. I froze framed her at that and drew a very simple, like you can see very simple lines. And Whitney told me to make it a classic and simple like me. So I took her advice. But yeah, that's it. That's my house. And these are all my portraits of dead celebrities that I love. And I have more too, but yeah. Those are the ones that are hanging